Hey, buddy, when the last couple series here, it's been Coors Field's been a pretty crazy place to play.
Right.
What can you do? What can you stress to your pitchers to try to let games from turning into this
Well,
type of thing?
I think if you see it on both sides, see it on both teams. I think just a function of getting the ball down consistently. I mean, home runs are a function of balls elevated. And home runs that are happening at a pretty alarming rate are pitches up. So it's more a concentrated effort to get the ball down. All pitches, whether it's the fastball, whether it's the breaking pitches, you've got to get the ball down. Or if you do throw the ball up, you've got to get it high enough at the very top end of the strike zone or above. And if a hitter swings at that, it's really tough to get on top of velocity at the top end of the zone out of the strike zone. So, but to your point, you've got to get the ball down. You really have to get the ball down, especially now. I think we're seeing this across baseball. The home run rate is happening at like I said, an alarming rate, and too many pitches up.
I would think you could only play the Dodgers close so many times before some frustration sets in with 12 straight losses. What's your feeling?
Well, the worm will turn, I know that. It's frustrating to lose any game no matter who you play. Mark, I think that, losses are losses. They have our, right now things are going their way. Right, a blue pit, some guy hits a ground ball the other way, gets beat on a fastball, but things are going their way. But the worm will turn. It's frustrating whenever you lose. Doesn't matter who it is. So to that point, I think our team, regardless of who it is, we don't like to lose. But interdivision, a team we're trying to catch, it makes it tough because we're trying to catch them. Go ahead, Tom.
With Lambert, some of the home runs will not hit as solidly as you would expect some home runs, but a lot of balls in the air. Do you see anything?
It's a function of getting the ball down. If you look at the home run to Muncy, hanging curveball, ball was up. The pitch to Bellinger was supposed to be down the way, it's sort of middle in, mid-thigh. The pitch to Turner was a fastball, up out over the plate. On the corner, but up, right field homer. So, Peter's got to get the ball down. When he gets the ball down, he gets outs. Or he gets it on a corner on their hand, on the inside part of the plate where maybe chokes off their swing.
And just to follow up on his history throughout the minors, was he more of a ground ball guy? Or
I think it was an even split.
But another rough one for Wade Davis. I think his ERA is at 6 now. When he's going out there, specifically with some of these 4-pitch walks, are you seeing something where he's losing?
Well, probably a better question for him. I think Wade does have Wade's delivery sets up to be a strike thrower. The walks are too high. You look at his innings pitched and his walk total, too high for me, and that's something we've talked about. So he's got to get the ball in the strike zone, and that's the bottom line.
Have you seen something? Is that the main thing? What's different for him? We saw some good games in San Francisco, but bad ones.
Yesterday, I mean,
absolutely. But
right.
these last couple of times,
yeah. So it depends on how you look at it. I think you got to look. Hey, when you look in the present, it hurts, right? Yesterday we shook hands. Today we did. We don't know about tomorrow. He's probably down tomorrow because he's pitched 3 out of 4. But we'll see the next time moving forward. And I think again, I say this all the time. You look at the end of the year and see where we're at. You'll see where the Rockies are at the end of the year.
Anything else? Thanks.
Okay.
I was trying to get a fastball down and away. I hadn't thrown one for a strike yet, so I thought it was a good pitch, but I left the middle.
Is it a bit frustrating? Like, yesterday you pitched very well. Today didn't hit the spot. I mean, the up and down of this, how are you handling that?
I'm going to be fine, but anytime you give up 4 runs without getting 3 outs, it's not really acceptable. So, I just got to keep getting better and got to get better results.
Is there difficulty here with? It seems like the Dodgers, obviously, a lot of losses and drawn a lot of late ones. I mean, how are you guys handling that issue?
I always got to keep competing. They're a great team, and when you make mistakes, you're going to pay for them.
Wade, with your walk rate being up this year, is there something that you can do to change that?
No, man, we've got to attack. We've got to keep attacking. That's something I keep telling myself is to keep attacking the strike zone and keep making good pitches.
Well, I got to ask you, you've had a series of games here, the Padres have been this tonight, where the ball's just flying. It's crazy. My buddy said an alarming amount of home runs throughout baseball, but as a guy who's been around forever, I mean, does it frustrate you to know that sometimes it almost seems like if you don't make a perfect pitch, the ball might be gone?
I mean, it's kind of the name of the game is you have to make good pitches. You know, you gotta make good pitches on the edges, and you know, when you don't do that, you're gonna pay. Like I said.
Most of the pitchers tonight, simply a matter of either pitching down in the zone or pitching up high when you needed to, and that's the key. Do you see it as that, or was there more to it tonight for you?
No, I think it's exactly that. I mean, I thought, you know, when I got hurt today, I was, you know, throwing the ball thigh high instead of down at the knees, and you know, maybe that's the difference between the home run and the ground ball.
Go ahead, Thomas.
Some of the home runs, just looking at some of the numbers there, were not the hardest hit balls in the world. As a pitcher, do you just go back and say, hey, I missed my location and not worry about that, or is it hard to keep that out of your mind?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, they were poor pitches, and that's the way I'm going to look at it, and move on to the next one.
Are you able to distinguish in a wild game like this that like the numbers maybe aren't totally accurate? Like, you know what a good pitch is and what a bad pitch is, and not necessarily what the numbers said it. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you see those differences? Are you able?
I don't know what you're asking.
Game got wild. There might have been some Coors Field home runs, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, whether or not that a hit like that goes out in any other park, I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. You know what are you able to tell what
Like a good pitch and a bad pitch is? Yeah.
Not to sound so simple about it. But.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell, especially going and looking at video after the game. I know what a good pitch and a bad pitch is.
And you can kind of, are you able at this point, I don't know how many starts in, to sort of, I know you don't want to give up a home run, but to shrug them off.
Yeah. I mean, as a pitcher, you got to, because it's going to happen.
Hey, Peter, you've been in this organization a while. You know the reputation that Coors Field has. But in all honesty, did you realize that some nights it's going to be this tough to pitch here? I mean, you look at Buehler, who just was magnificent the other day, and he got rocked tonight too. Did you know it was going to be this difficult sometimes to pitch at Coors? And did you just have to go in with that frame of mind?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, especially going through this farm system, playing in places like Lancaster and Albuquerque,
Exactly.
and I know what to expect, and I'm not going to use that as an excuse.
Okay, thank you.
Peter, you got 5 hits, 5 consecutive at-bats. You know, how are you feeling at the plate?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Just, especially facing Buehler, throws pretty hard, so I was just trying to be short and quick with the ball.
Yeah.
But I feel pretty good.
Relaxed at the plate?
Yeah, relaxed.
Obviously, the offensive conditions were right. How difficult is it to navigate a lineup like the Dodgers over and over again?
Yeah, they're a good team. It's tough playing them, close together, but we just need to make some pitches. We left some pitches up, and we just need to make better pitches and go after it, be aggressive. And, yeah, they're a good team, but I think we have a good team over here too. So we're gonna keep working hard and just try to execute more pitches next time.
When you see the conditions like this, can you tell that if the pitches are up that they're going to get hit out, or like what
Yeah,
do you see?
of course I want the balls down. I feel like we need to pick one or the other. You're going up or you're going down, and we need to leave the middle part of the plate with no balls in there. And so that's our priority when we're back there. Just gotta keep mixing, trying to get outs, but tomorrow, we'll be good. So I'm excited for tomorrow's game.
A number of games here, the last 7 or so, have been really high scoring. How much does that affect the psyche of the pitchers, the hitters, and everybody else?
Yeah, of course. You don't want to give up hits, runs. It's hard pitching here. It's hard coming back here and figuring out, your placement of the ball. It's tough coming back and forth. It's a hard job for the pitchers. So you just gotta work hard, come back, and try to execute as many pitches we can tomorrow.
What is a team like the Dodgers with a number of losses in a row? I mean, does that become really frustrating, especially the way there were 3 there last at bat, here there last at bat also?
Yeah, every loss is hard, but we have 100, and we have 100 with the playoffs. We have a bunch of games, so it's a tough loss, but tomorrow we're gonna come back and win. So I'm excited for tomorrow.